I'm Holly Andrews, Integrative Nutrition Health Coach and Executive Wellness Coach. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the kitchen. It is finally March, it is almost spring, and right around the corner is St. Patrick's Day. So today I want to share with you a super fun and festive spring green protein pancake. I've talked to you a lot about recipes that will help keep your blood sugar stable, that are nutrient dense and good for you. This recipe is all of that, but I also want to talk to you about recipes that will help balance your cortisol, will help regulate your cortisol levels. Of course, cortisol being one of our main stress hormones. And if you're anything like me, stress plays a big part in your life. And for me, many years, it played a huge part of my life in that I was chronically stressed for roughly a decade or more. Not so stressed anymore, but I still look for recipes that are gonna help keep my cortisol levels where they need to be. And this recipe is not only fun and festive, but it is gonna help keep cortisol levels, help keep you regulating your cortisol levels. And so let's talk about why that is. So first of all, this pancake recipe is packed with protein. You've got protein from the eggs, protein from the cottage cheese or Greek yogurt. I'm using cottage cheese today. Protein from collagen powder if you choose to use that, which I did. So each serving of this recipe is going to be at least 25 grams of protein, if not more. You could always add in vanilla protein powder here, put in an extra scoop of collagen powder, whatever that looks like, but that is going to get you super close to those 30-ish grams that you need per meal. So high protein from good quality sources, and that is going to help regulate cortisol levels. Plus, you've got amino acids in the collagen powder if you choose to use that for hormone balance overall and muscle repair. So good stuff. We've also got oat flour in this recipe. Now I am using an organic, gluten-free oat flour in this recipe. And yes, it is labeled gluten-free oats, which means it is therefore celiac safe for my daughter. So the oat flour though, lots and lots of fiber here. Again, fiber is what our bodies need to help support our liver, our detox pathways, and that in and of itself is going to help keep our hormones stable and balanced. It's also going to help prevent any kind of stress-related cortisol spikes or triggers. Surges, if you will. Also in this recipe, the green color does not come from dyes. The green color comes from spinach. So we've got half a cup of spinach in this recipe, so about 1/4 of a cup per serving, and that is full of magnesium. Magnesium is a wonderful mineral that calms our bodies. Magnesium comes in many different forms. I love magnesium. I take it before bed, I soak in it, and I try to get as much of it through food as possible. And so spinach is a really great source of magnesium to help calm our bodies down, calm inflammation, calm our stress response, and again, help regulate that cortisol. So, and finally, we've got some anti-inflammatory spices in here, in particular cinnamon. So cinnamon is anti-inflammatory, it helps regulate blood sugar, and whenever we regulate our blood sugar and keep our blood sugar nice and stable, that helps our cortisol levels stay stable as well. So let's talk about how easy it is to put this recipe together. So this recipe is super easy to throw together. You really just need a blender, a pan, and a spatula, and that's it. So everything goes into a blender. So I added my eggs, my oat flour, my cottage cheese, my spinach, my spices, cinnamon, and the baking powder. I almost added baking soda and caught myself. Yeah, the collagen powder, the vanilla extract, and blend that all up. Now, I did have to blend it a few times and scrape the sides and all of that, but nothing out of the ordinary. And I liked the consistency that I wound up with. It looked like the consistency of pancake batter. If you need a little bit of extra liquid in there, if your batter winds up being too thick, then you can always add in like a tablespoon of an almond milk or a dairy milk or a coconut milk, whatever kind of milk you like, or even just water to thin it out a bit. Add a tablespoon at a time if you need to. I didn't need to do that today, so my batter was ready to go. I got my cast iron pan heated, I added about a tablespoon of ghee. I've started cooking with ghee a lot lately. I really like it. So I added about a tablespoon of ghee into the pan, made sure the pan was covered in that ghee, and just started making, pouring in my batter, making roughly silver dollar sized pancakes. And you can see that they're really pretty. They're green. They do brown nicely, but the edges are still green, so you get that beautiful St. Patrick's Day color. Your kids are gonna love this. And so I made up my pancakes, and while my pancakes were cooking, I sliced up some strawberries. So here we have it. Doesn't that look pretty, and doesn't that look fun and festive for St. Patrick's Day? Now there are lots of different ways that you can serve this. You can add a dollop of Greek yogurt. You can drizzle some maple syrup on top of it. You can put in some pistachio, maybe some crushed pistachio nuts, all kinds of ways. So check out the blog post below that's linked below for the full recipe and ideas to serve these pancakes in addition to the strawberries. So, and you could even do plain old whipped cream, whatever floats your boat, no judgment here, but I just wanted to show you how pretty these were just served with the strawberries themselves. So I hope that you enjoy this fun and festive recipe that is not only wonderful for you, your kids are gonna love it, and until next time, I'm Holly Andrews, and I believe that you can heal your stress from the inside out.